أعوذ بالله السميع العليم وبوجهه الكريم وسلطانه القديم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وخاتم النبيين محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان ودعا بدعوتهم إلى يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. أما بعد، نحييكم جميعا بأفضل التحية ألا وهي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for enabling us to come here once again to remind one another on this beautiful topic. And today I bring something which is very important, and it is something that every one of us should be interested. It's very important for we the Muslim to know this particular topic, to know this before we enter in this month of Ramadan, because very soon the month of Ramadan will come. We left with, maybe it will be on Saturday, some people will be fasting on Sunday. So therefore, before we enter in the month of Ramadan, this is something that is very important, and it is necessary for we the Muslim to know it before we enter in this month of Ramadan, which is about the intention, our niyyah, how to make our intention, and also what not to do before entering the month of Ramadan. So this is something that is very important for we the Muslim to know, and therefore that's why I wanted to come and talk about this, to share and to remind one another, which is something that is very important. So now, first of the things, I come here to talk about three important things that we have to know. First of all is that before we enter in the month of Ramadan, we have to make sure that we do not hold grudges with any of our Muslim brother, which is a very important one. So the second one that I want to talk about also is about why we should not fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan. For example, if the month of Ramadan is on Saturday, we should not fast for Friday or for of Thursday. And we will give the reasons, and there are some people that are exempted from it. There are some people that can fast for Thursday. And also, the last thing that I want to talk about is the intention, our niyyah. Because we have, in these areas also, we have different views. And here also we would like to talk about the view that is stronger, how to make the intention. So first of all, let me just start with that of not holding grudges with a Muslim brother, and why it is so important. Because it's very important, as we the Muslim, we live within ourselves, and we live by helping one another, not to malaise, not to be holding grudges. So therefore, when the month of Ramadan comes, you have to, anyone that you have problem with, you have to try to reconcile with that person. Because if not, then this will be a means of deterrence for you. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that all Muslims are what? Are brothers. Innamal mu'minu ikhwa faslihu bayna ahwaykum. So therefore, when this certain month of Ramadan comes, we have to try to be one, to unite one another and to help one another, not to be holding grudges and to be malaise or to be angry with each other. And there is a hadith where Prophet ﷺ said, it is not lawful for a Muslim to cut ties with his fellow Muslim for more than 3 days. لا يحل لمسلم أن يأجر أخاه فوق 3 أيام. So when you malice with other people, so this even might be a means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not accept your fasting, your Ramadan. Why? Because in a hadith, Prophet said, تفتح أبواب الجنة يوم الاثنين ويوم الخميس فيغفر لكل عبد لا يشرك بالله شيء إلا رجلين بينهما سأناه فقال انظر هذه الرجل حتى يستلح. So here the Prophet ﷺ is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the gate of Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the gate of Jannah in every Monday and Thursday. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive the sin of all the slaves, all his slaves, except for 2 people, except for a man who is having grudges, who is do not talk to his brother, who have problem, except that one. So it will be said to them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to the angels, please look at those 2 people until when they reconcile. Unzur hazaini hatta yastali'a. Look at them until when they are reconciled. So if you do not reconcile, so therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not forgive you. So therefore holding grudges between 2 Muslims, there is something that we should not try to do. But as a Muslim, we have to live together and unite and help one another. Al-mu'min lil-mu'min kal-bunyan yashuddu ba'du ba'dan. A Muslim to another Muslim, this will just be like what? Building. Helping one another. In another narration, like Prophet said, Al-Muslimu man salima muslimuna min lisani wa yadi. So therefore, there are a lot of hadiths that are telling us that we have to try to live within together. We have to live together, helping one another, and try not to hold grudges or get malice, especially in this beautiful month of Ramadan. So anyone that you have problem with in previous time before, try and call him or text him and tell him, please, before the month of Ramadan we have this problem and this problem, so please forgive me. We are in the month of Ramadan. I ask forgiveness from you, and whatever was in me that I forgive you, so I'm asking you to forgive me. So this is something that is very important for we the Muslim to know, and try our best to avoid malicing and to disturb people. So this is something that is very important. Oh, sorry, let me come up. Okay,
فيقول انظر هذين حتى يستلح.
So this is the first thing that I want to talk about, which is very important. So therefore we have to live one another. There is a lot of hadiths. لا تحاسدوا ولا تناجسوا ولا يبيع بعضكم على يبيع بعض وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا. المسلم أخو مسلم لا يسلمه لا يكذبه ولا يأكله. التقوى ها هنا ويسر إلى صدر 3 مرات. So all there are many narrations, and also in Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling for us to live in harmony, to live in unity, and not to disturb one another. So therefore when this particular month of Ramadan comes, we have to try to help one another, and with this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us. Wallahu fi awni al-abdi ma kana al-abdu fi awni akhi. So therefore when the month of Ramadan comes, whatever help you can do to your brothers in Islam, then try and do so. So now let us come to the other topic, to the other debate, since we finished the first one, because I said I will bring 3 topics. So the one was what? Not to be holding grudges with your fellow Muslim. So the second one is what? Is why should we not fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan? Because there is a hadith in both Bukhari and Muslim, they narrated, where the Prophet said, لا تقدموا رمضان بالصوم يوم ولا يومين إلا كان رجلا يصوم صوما فليصوم. Prophet is saying that do not fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan. For example, if the month of Ramadan begins on Saturday, then therefore the Prophet is saying that we should not fast a day on Saturday, we should not fast on Thursday and on Friday. But he gives exception. He said, except for a man who usually fasts for a particular day. For example, we know that many Muslim brothers, they fast for every Monday and Thursday. They fast for every Monday and Thursday. So now, the month of Ramadan now have the day or 2 days before the month of Ramadan have collided with the day of Thursday, and you usually fast for Thursday. Then therefore, Prophet said, it is no problem for you to fast on Thursday. Illa rajulun kana yasumu sawman falyasum. So now therefore, you usually fast on this particular day. So therefore, it is permitted for you to fast, but it is not permitted for the one who was not fasting for this particular day to fast. So therefore, you have to wait until the month of Ramadan starts, then you start fasting. But you are not allowed to fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan. لا تقدموا رمضان بصوم يوم ولا يومين إلا رجل كان يصوم صوما فليصوم. So for those who usually fast for Monday and Thursday, they can fast on Thursday. But for the one who was not used to it, so when the month of Ramadan comes, he should just wait for Monday. He should just wait for the Ramadan to start, and he fast with the people. And why this? Because it is to prevent people to mix the number of days of Ramadan. For example, you fast on Friday, so you start counting the month of Ramadan as you fasted Friday, while the month of Ramadan did not begin on Friday, instead begin on Saturday. So here is to avoid doubt, shak, which is something that is very important. And I hope this one also is clear. So now, I will go to the last one, which is also a very important one, which is about the intention, niyyah. Because, first of all, we know our deeds will not be accepted unless we have a intention. We have a ikhlasu niyyah, intention to do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, if someone just say, I am fasting Ramadan, but I'm just fasting for only to lose weight or to get health. So for him, there is no reward for him, because you have to do this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in any deeds you are doing, you have to have intention. As Prophet said, innamal a'malu binniyat wa innama likulli imrin ma nawa. Faman kanat hijratuhu ila Allah wa rasulih فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله ومن كانت هجرته لدنيا أو امرأة ينكحها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. So therefore, intention is what is very important. Actions are judged according to their intention. So in every act of worship that you do in Islam, you have to come with a good intention. If you are praying, salat, if you are making hajj, if you are making sawm, zakat, all these things, you have to come with a good intention, or else your deeds will not be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when it comes to Ramadan, there are two views on how to make intention. So one of the view is that you have to make intention a night before the day of Ramadan, and they say, that one night is enough. In that one night, you have to make the intention that I will fast for the whole month of Ramadan. So this is the view of the Maliki Mazhab. So they believe this. They believe only one intention that you made to fast the whole month of Ramadan, they say this month is enough. But that is not a view. A lot of like the view of the Hanbalis, the Safi, what they believe is that every day in the month of Ramadan, in the night of Ramadan, you have to make intention, you have to make niyyah before Fajr. And every one of them have some of their proofs or evidence to show their point. And inshallah, we will give out these reasons and to state which one is the most strongest among them. So at first, let's take that of the view of the Maliki scholars. Here now they said, when you made only one intention to fast the whole month of Ramadan, they said that one is enough. But they also said, if you are sick within those days, within the month of Ramadan, and you break your fast, then before you start your fast again, you have to come with another intention. Why did they say? They said since the Ramadan is a whole month and it's a continuous thing, so they said only to make one intention is enough. But once you break it, they say you have to come with, when you are fasting again, you have to come with a new intention again. So this is the scholars who have this view. And there are some evidence that I think can back it, but not that much strong. Because if you happen to check, this hadith was narrated by Aisha radiallahu anha, where she said, دخل علي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ذات يوم فقال هل عندكم شيء فقلنا لا قال فإني إذن صائم. There was a day, Aisha radiallahu anha said, there was a day that the Prophet ﷺ entered upon us and asked us, is there anything with you like a food that he can eat? And they asked him, they told him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wives told him that, oh ya Rasulullah, here there is nothing in our house. So he said, then I am fasting. And when the Prophet was saying this, it was during the day. He was asking for food. So therefore this means Prophet did not have intention before Fajr. Did not make any intention before Fajr. But again, when I presented this to my ustaz, what he said this one is what? It's a voluntary fasting. It's a voluntary fasting. It's not like the fasting of the month of Ramadan, which is compulsory, which is obligatory. So also, but if this can tell us that other than the day of Ramadan, we can fast without having intention without making intention before Fajr. We can make intention during the day while we don't eat. And there is other hadith which was narrated by Salman bin al-Aqwam, and it was narrated by many Sahabas like Abu Huraira, Anas bin Malik, where they said that the Prophet ﷺ on the day of Asura, before the month of Ramadan, on the day of Asura, it was compulsory for people to fast. So the Prophet ﷺ sent someone to go and announce to the people that anyone who have eaten, let him not eat again, and let him start fasting. And anyone who does not eat, let him not eat, let him continue fasting. So here also we can see that the people that the Prophet commanded for them to fast during that day, they do not come with intention during the night. So, but again, this was before Ramadan was compulsory, because this was the day before Ramadan was made compulsory. So therefore also, these are the Maliki view, and these are some of the things we can say that are evidence for him. But he did not base his evidence on these issues. I just come with them to show that we can fast Ramadan, we can do Sawm without having intention before during the day or before Fajr. So now, let's check this view that is most strong. This view is that of the Hanbali and the Safi Mazhab. They believe that every day you have to make intention before Fajr. Because of the hadith where Prophet said, Man lam yubayit siyam min al-layli fala siyama lahu. Who does not make intention in the night for fasting, there is no fast for him. So meaning, if you don't make intention during the night before Fajr that tomorrow you have the intention to fast, if you don't make this fast, then there is no fast, then there is no reward for you. So therefore, this hadith, they base their evidence. So they say that every day, therefore, we have to come with a new intention. Every day we have to have the intention that we are fasting this day. Because of the hadith, Man lam yubayit siyam min al-layli fala siyama lahu. So this is the view of that of the Safi and the Hanbali. And why I think that this is the most strong view is that because this hadith is something that is authentic, and they base their evidence in this. Because if you happen to check for that of the scholars of hadith, they authenticated this hadith. People like An-Nawawi, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, both of them, they say that this hadith is very strong and is sahih. Al-Bani also authenticated this hadith. So this hadith is something that's very authentic, that is sahih. And therefore, when you have two opinions, you will check which opinion is in the safer side. For example, making intention every night is more safe, and there is nothing that will affect you. For example, when you get up during the Fajr time to make suhoor meet, at that particular time you can meet your intention every day, and this is something that's very simple. And also, sometimes if you forget, then you can also lean on the opinion of that of the Maliki Mazhab, which is that one intention is made. So therefore, during the night before you start the month of Ramadan, you should try your best to make intention that I will fast throughout the whole month. And apart from that, now every day you make a new intention. Every day you make a new intention. So that if you forget the intention that you made before, that one will able to protect you, bismillah. I hope so. So this was something that I said, let me come and elaborate on it and to shed light, and it's very important for we the Muslim to know it. So now I will summarize what I said, which are these 3 points. So the first of the thing that I said is that before the month of Ramadan begins, we should try our best to not hold grudges, to not be malice with our fellow Muslims, because this is something that is not good. Prophet ﷺ said, it is not lawful for a Muslim to cut ties with his fellow Muslims. لا يحل لمسلم أن يجر أخاه فوق 3 أيام. And in another hadith, Prophet ﷺ said that the gate of Jannah will be open in every Monday and Thursday, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all people, all his slaves who do not commit a shirk, except for 2 people who have grudges between them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell the angels that look upon those 2 people unless they reconcile. تفتح أبواب الجنة يوم الاثنين ويوم الخميس فيغفر الله سبحانه وتعالى كل عبد لا يشرك الله بشيء إلا رجلين بينهما سأناه فيقول انظر هذين حتى يصطلحا. So therefore it's very important not to hold in grudges between we the Muslims. We should try to help one another, increase our good deeds in this month of Ramadan by helping people more, because this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, innamal mu'minuna ikhwa fa aslihu bayna akhawaykum. And in another hadith, Prophet said that a mu'min to another mu'min is what? It's just like a building. Al-mu'min lil-mu'min kal-bunyan yashuddu ba'duhu ba'dan. Another hadith where Prophet saying that la tahasadu wa tanajasu wa la tabaqadu wa la yabi ba'dukum ala yabi ba'din وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا المسلم أخو مسلم لا يسلمه ولا يكسبه ولا يأخره التقوى ها هنا ويسر إلى صدر ثلاث مرة. So all these hadiths that shows that as a Muslim we have to try our best to live one another, especially in this when the month of Ramadan comes. If you have any problem with people before, try contact them and ask forgiveness and forgive them. Inshallah, with this you will come inside the month of Ramadan clean, and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive your sin, which is very important. Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. The other one that I talk about is let me see. The other one was why we should not fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan. Because Prophet said, لا تقدموا رمضان بصوم يوم ولا يومين إلا رجل كان يصوم صوما فليصوم. Prophet said, do not fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan, except for a man who used to fast a day on that particular day. So therefore he said, let him fast. But if you were not used to fasting, for example, if the month of Ramadan starts on Sunday, so it's not good for you, it's not recommended for you to fast during Friday and Saturday. But if it falls on if the month of Ramadan begins on Saturday and you usually fast on Thursday, then therefore it's permitted for you to fast on Thursday. And why so? Because it's to prevent shak, prevent doubt. Before you start counting the month of Ramadan, a day that was not its beginning time. So it's something that is very important not to fast a day or two before the month of Ramadan, except for someone who used to fast a particular day which coincides with that days before Ramadan, and for him it's permitted to fast. So the last one also that we talk about is intention, niyyah, how to make our intention. Is one intention enough, or throughout the whole month, or every day new intention? And we give out two views where scholars have differs, and we give the strong one. We know that the strongest one is that we have to try our best to make intention every day, to make new intention every day, because of the hadith of the Prophet that which says, "Man lam yubayit siyama min al-layl fala siyama lahu." Anyone who does not make intention before dawn, there is no fast for him. Yes, so therefore it's very important for us to make a new intention. But we also tell the other view. The other view is that before the Ramadan begins, the night before Ramadan, you make intention that you will fast the whole month. And this one, according to the Maliki Mazhab, according to the Maliki view, is that it is enough. Because they say the month of Ramadan, since it's a whole month and it's continuous thing, one is enough. And also, if you do this, but if you break within the month of Ramadan some days, then if you want to fast again, you have to come with new intention. For example, if you have menstruation for those girls, or if you are traveling and you break your fast, then if you want to begin your fasting again, you have to make another intention. So these are things that we come to share with the people. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma barik Ramadan, and may Allah made us to witness this month of Ramadan and forgive us our old sins, as it is said in the hadith, man sama Ramadan iman wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. So therefore it's very important to come with intention and to have the intention that this month of Ramadan will be our best month. We have to try to fast, read the Quran, do extra nawafil, give our charity, help people. Let us do worship. All our actions, let it be worship during the day and the night. Let's worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our good deeds and forgive all our mistakes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.